Give my regards to your puppet master, Octopus. I want to be clear, I do not respect the SEC. I do not respect them. Legend. He isn't wrong. The SEC is a toothless. All the people who are talented at the regulation get pulled into the private industry for 10x the pay. They really only act on problems after the fact and typically never intervene while something illegal is happening. Most of the punishments are a fine, which to Wall Street is essentially the cost of doing business. If the SEC actually had power and was resistant to influence and bribery, then we would see the makers of the 2008 recession in jail. Edit. You retards give out a lot of awards for nothing. Go buy some stock instead of giving Reddit money they don't deserve. Thank you. People tend to not see this fact. SEC only cares when you hurt the big firms or investors. Shkreli only went to jail because he messed around with rich people. DFV gets investigated because he was effing with rich people. Don't forget Bernie Madoff. His mistake was breaking the only rule of ripping people off: don't do it to rich people. Also same guy that pioneered payment for order flow. Funny enough. What is payment for order flow? When you try and make a trade of a stock on Robinhood, Robinhood sells that information to other companies. Sometimes they can get in between you and the market and inflate the cost just a smidge by buying at a little lower than what you end up paying. Facts. He should have kept his effing mouth shut. He drew way too much attention to the financial/medical field and its game/price gouging. The people who actually run the show didn't like that. You stay disconnected from the poors. All the other rich people know that. Because less poors equals more money. And ran his mouth. Had he laid low, he wouldn't have come under such scrutiny and likely be able to hide his losses, until he was able to pay off his investors before they were the wiser, which he did do, just very publicly. See if you can find his interview with Charlemagne the God. Talk about mouth running. Rap snitches, telling all their business. Sit in the court and be their own star witness. Shkreli lied to one of MSMB Capital Management's executing brokers in February 2011 about the fund's ability to settle a sizable short sale in a pharmaceutical stock in MSMB Capital Management's account. This transaction resulted in losses of more than $7 million to the executing broker, who had to cover the short position in the open market. Effing rookie numbers. Melvin Capital, web link. My name is Vlad from Bulgaria and I approve of this message. I mean, if the SEC had teeth, then Elon would be in trouble right now. But they don't, so we get to enjoy the Elon memes. The $20 million fine he received for funding secured should have made this perfectly clear to everyone. If punishment for a crime is a fine, then it's only meant as a punishment for poor people. Just like how parking tickets are just premium parking spots for rich people. You are learning, 13th Amendment guarantees slavery for punishment of crime. 2008 told me all I will ever need to know about crime and punishment in the USA and the rest of the world. Run from a cop? You die. Almost literally blow up the global economy trading, at best, in legal gray areas? Your company will get bailed out and you can give yourself hundreds of millions in bonus money. Don't tase me bro was a warning of what was coming. 2008 made me think we'd start seeing vigilante justice against the predator class when there were no arrests. Fast forward a few years and we get effing Trump and a pandemic that made the rich richer than ever. Allows for. Not guarantees. Cost of doing business. Could elaborate on that, please? I'd like to know. Said he was taking Tesla private at $420 a share, funding secured. Back when the share price was below the can't remember what it was trading for at the time. But it definitely skyrocketed after that tweet. Best of all, rumor has it that he did it because his girlfriend thought it was funny. Think about that. $20 million to make your girlfriend laugh, and he didn't bat an eye. Because $20 million to him is a rounding error, he is so massively wealthy. He effed with the shorts by saying he had a bunch of capital secured when he didn't, artificially inflating his stock price to their detriment. Which everyone on here should be criticizing Elon for? Full stop. That is direct manipulation of stock price for a company he is the CEO of. He should have faced deeper punishments because he clearly knows better. But then again, he knows the punishment is light too, so it was worth it. We need to have regulators willing to make people follow by the rules. But memes go Bert. If a billionaire is a meme posting funny guy, Reddit is okay suckin' and cuckin'. It's WSB, if it wasn't a meme it wouldn't be here. The show Billions is great. I really want them to team up and take out the other hedge fund manipulators. It's only great up until Grigor comes into play. After that, it falls trapped to all American dramas of not being able to wrap it up. Instead, they try to squeeze another, more over-the-top plot hook to try and keep putting something that coasts until the ratings death knell. I hate BBC post-production quality, but goddamn, they just take 3 episodes to tell a story and that's the whole show. As a viewer, one is left complete, because the story had a beginning, middle and end. We follow the complete hero's journey. The makers of the 2008 recession work at 33 Liberty Street, New York, and if you think we're ever going to see politicians put other public figures that high up in the food chain in prison, then you haven't been paying attention to mercant politics since the inception of the state itself. Lol. Until the USA moves to limit political party donations like other countries, the government will always be the puppet of the rich. Currently it's the United Billionaires of America. Canada has a max, for example, of like $1,500 for private citizens, and corporations aren't allowed. Web link. You have cause and effect backwards. The state's political power attracts special interests, and then backroom, or hell, even front room, deals take place that secure certain tax-funded politicians' political power. The mic is a perfect example. Each huge contractor gets a massive slice of the military budget pie, and that pie is secured by tax-funded politicians that people believe are looking out for the greater good or the public's interests. Cause, central, state power and a tax system that sucks trillions out of the economy so politicians can spend it on pet special interest government programs and contracts. Effect, special interests that understand how the game works so lobby those politicians in order to gain crony advantages and secure government contracts. But have no doubt, centralized power is the cause, not the effect. You really think Trudeau or Harper didn't cater to all lobbies? The Quebec Premier is an accountant and should know every loophole businesses use, but what does he do? Blame Muslims and the face veil. Somehow, in France and in QC. Nobody seems to be that scared of covering faces these days, smiley face. You ever get a BJ from a toothless meth addict? I'm sure the SEC can gum the HF's dildos just as well as those meth addicts. I demand to know, on behalf of the public and in the name of good and earnest journalism, whether or not this Washington Post reporter did, in fact, give Elon's regards to his, or her, puppet master. Isn't it Washington Post owned by the only other man on this earth close to his NW? I bet there is little love lost between the two due to vanity. Goddammit, should have read literally 3 posts down. I would invest a foolish amount of money in a lemonade stand if I knew this legendary Chad were running it. Forget about the dot-com bubble, the era of the Musk bubble has begun. Pops when he dies. He'll outlive you, so what's the problem? He'll outlive everyone once he wipes out humanity and repopulates the earth with digital waifus. I don't think he'll wipe us out. He'll watch us wipe ourselves out from the comfort of Mars. Living in the android body he had made specifically for him. Dr. Samuel Hayden, is that you? Starlink IPO soon, get your life savings ready. The SEC is easily the best college football conference. Come on, now. We want Bama Vlad. Some context. Tesla CEO Elon Musk quipped back at the Washington Post's request for comment regarding an article about his future with the company, telling a reporter to give his regards to your puppet master. The Post piece wondered if Tesla can run on autopilot and declared that Musk moved to Texas and embraced celebrity. The article elaborated on critics who have concerns that Musk's schedule and public personality are beginning to show in the car company he runs. The company in question, Tesla, didn't respond to the Post's request for comment, the article notes. Musk, however, did, with just one sentence presumably aimed at the Post's owner, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. Give my regards to your puppet master, Musk responded after a request for comment from the newspaper. Tesla did not respond to repeated requests for comment. In response to emails seeking comment, Musk replied only, "Give my regards to your puppet master." Josh Dawsey, @Dawsey1, February 23, 2021. Bezos owns the Post, as noted in the article, and is mentioned as one of the examples of the potential for giant companies to stumble amid change. The Post noted that Apple CEO Steve Jobs' 2011 death prompted what some view as a loss of innovation at the tech giant. Amazon will soon face the transition of founder and chief executive Jeff Bezos to executive chairman, testing the culture he's instilled. Bezos owns the Washington Post, the article added before pointing out some of Musk's political comments throughout the global pandemic. He knows whatever he says, people do, and he's taking advantage of it, one anonymous employee reportedly said of Musk, according to the Post. The worker reportedly recalled telling a co-worker that Musk doesn't care about you and will ruin you, the piece also noted. Web link. But wait, who owns the Post? Jeff Bezos, who owns the Post, happens to own the Post, and made it clear today that he owned the Post. "I own the Post," the Post owner Bezos stated, "and no one can tell me I don't own the Post, for in fact I do indeed own the Post." When asked to respond, Elon Musk, who does not own the Post, Jeff Bezos owns the Post, said, "Give my regards to your Post owner, Jeff Bezos. He owns the Post, not me. I'm not Jeff Bezos. I'm not the man who owns the Post." It should be noted that Jeff Bezos actually does, in fact, own the Post. Web link. I got confused, so who owns Elon Musk? Not Jeff Bezos, he owns the Post. Doesn't original poster own the Post? Jeff Bezos owns the op, and was given regards from Elon Musk. Wait, so I own the Post? Are you Jeff Bezos, owner of the Post? I can confirm that I received a box of grape nuts via post from a company owned by Jeff Bezos, owner of the Post. Yay! What of it? No, he must be op, child of the owner of the Post, who happens to be Jeff Bezos. No. So who gets the regards? The puppet master. What are you even saying, bro? It's simple. Bezos owns the Post, Elon owns Bezos, so the Post is owned by Bezos, which Elon owns. Bezos, who owns the Post, can also own other things aside from the Post, which, as we established, he already owns. But I don't think it's constitutional for him to own another human, such as Elon Musk, who, notably, doesn't own the Post. I would agree that the Post owner Bezos could own other non-Post related things, but owning a non-Post owner, i.e. anyone who isn't Jeff Bezos, who owns the Post, seems like a stretch. He wouldn't have a post of a chance with that. Grimes, who as we all know is an alien from Alpha Centauri. Yikes, this thing goes deeper than I thought, but who owns Alpha Centauri? According to Fintel, it's owned by... No, this can't be right. Citadel? Epping hedge funds. Whoever the court appoints as his legal guardian. See, I care a lot. What line of work you in, Bob? Postal. Don't take my word for it, but I think Bezos? I don't understand all this Elon Musk fandom. He's clearly a highly intelligent individual who knows how to get what he wants and plays everyone like a fiddle. I mean, hats off to the guy. He's doing some amazing stuff, but don't get caught up in the idea what he's backing the little guys. He's backing himself. If those priorities align, then that's only by chance. People are hell-bent on having a real-life Tony Stark. Unlike Stark, however, the innovation flowing out of Musk's companies come from the brilliant scientists they hire, not Musk himself. Still, both Musk and his fans are willing to pass those accomplishments off as his own in order to fuel the cult of personality. They also forget that Stark was a total dickhead too until he got kidnapped by terrorists. So, what you're saying is, since he moved to Texas, someone should call you Al-Qaeda? I will start by saying that I am not a Musk fanboy. I think he has abhorrent views and practices on labor, and that alone is enough for me to not like him as a person. With that said, scientists aren't necessarily great at management, and often the opposite is true. They're terrible at organizing, collaborating, and sometimes you really have to shake them to get them out of their box. Musk's value comes from his vision for his company, and his ability to give direction and guide teams. That company simply wouldn't be what it is without him or someone like him. So, I don't think he's a good person, and I don't think he's really special, but I am also willing to overlook these things because he's really pushing things in a direction that is going to benefit both humans and the natural world. And we needed those technologies decades ago, so at this point it's whatever gets us there. There wouldn't be Apple without Steve Jobs, and there wouldn't be Tesla, nor SpaceX, likely not even PayPal without Elon Musk. Those scientists and engineers didn't magically materialize around them from thin air. Brilliant minds have always been here, but for large projects such as these you need an individual with a vision, self-drive to act upon it and make enough money for a company to survive in the process at least. And people like these are few and far between for some reason. They are deservedly in the spotlight, because they are leaders that made those projects a reality. Yes, those scientists and engineers did the vast majority of the manual labor, but they wouldn't do it on their own, if somebody didn't brought them together, gave them a common direction and paid them for their work. I'm an engineer, but I don't understand this devaluing of leadership and management in the company that some people do, as if it is somehow less important. I'm talking about real management and leadership, of course, not a human centipede of kinder management sticking from the asses of their superiors in the corporate ladder of halfway disintegrated corporations, looking at you, IBM. Highly intelligent lol. Web link. You can be highly intelligent and do dumb stuff sometimes. He also thought Hyperloop was a good idea. It's a brilliant idea for 2061 though. Lol. People can be highly intelligent and not be very good at public health or virology. Those are pretty specialized fields. That would be a high bar to measure intelligence against. That said, most highly intelligent people should be smart enough to know if they don't know crap about public health and virology. Especially if everything they say has an audience of hundreds of millions. So, a little of column A, a little of column B. Lol, that was a lack of common sense or willful misrepresentation. He's either a retard or malicious and willing to sacrifice others for his benefit. Tesla and Elon Musk reopen California facility, defying orders meant to stem coronavirus spread. Web link. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.